Hello, and welcome to Regeneration Realized. In this video, we will be discussing ground cover, how to measure it, and why it is important for your farm. Ground cover is important because it armors the soil, keeps it cool and moist, and maintains soil structure by integrating root systems that interact with the soil microbiome. Ground cover can be anything from cover crop to litter and decaying plant residue. Having more of your soil covered helps reduce water loss, decrease soil erosion, and suppresses weed growth while feeding soil biology. Measuring ground cover helps you get a sense of how much of the soil in your field is exposed to the elements. The more soil that is unprotected by ground cover, the more soil will be eroded and leached of nutrients. Having good ground cover promotes better nutrition for your crops and creates a stable environment that is less vulnerable to extreme weather. This will eventually lead to healthier crops with a greater yield. All four ecological processes, the water cycle, the nutrient cycle, energy flow, and community dynamics, are affected by ground cover. Ground cover reduces water loss by keeping the soil cool, thereby decreasing evaporation. Nutrients are cycled in the soil when cover crops are integrated into the fields and when litter breaks down and deposits nutrients into the soil. Energy flow is involved in ground cover because decaying plant matter helps build soil carbon and feeds soil biology. This leads to the incorporation of community dynamics. Biodiversity increases when ground cover is implemented because cover crops are full of unique species that contribute different metabolites to the soil, and these unique metabolites recruit different organisms to help maintain soil structure. You will need a couple of tools to measure ground cover. Here is what you will need: a measuring tape or something like a rope or twine you can mark at 1 foot intervals and act as a transect, and a pencil and paper to keep track of the points and their coverage. To start, you should lay down your transect diagonally across your sampling area. Once your transect is laid out in your field, walk along the transect and at each 1 foot interval, observe whether the spot is bare or covered. Bare means that the soil is fully exposed, and covered means that the spot is covered with a living plant stem, litter, or decaying plant residue. This transect has 3 bare points and 7 covered points. Now to do the math, you must take the number of covered points and divide that by the number of total points, then multiply by 100 to get a percentage of ground cover. To keep the math simple, we suggest doing 10 points. So for my transect here, I have 7 covered points divided by 10 points in total, and then I will multiply that quotient by 100 to get 70%. That means that the ground is 70% covered. Here at RU, we follow the ROC criteria for rating ground cover. Less than 35% ground cover is considered poor. Between 35 and 50% is considered fair, and over 50% is considered good. Because the ground cover is 70% covered in this scenario, it would be given a ROC rating of good. Incorporating ground cover in your fields can have many benefits for your soil health and crop yield. It encompasses all of the ecological processes and is a key aspect of regenerative agriculture.